Jamie, it's an all too real reminder for law enforcement that staying in a state of constant readiness is a necessity. In Arundel County, home to the state capitol, the NSA, and other structures, they say they're ready.
Police! Police! Police!
You're watching the evolution of the face of law enforcement. These are officers from the Arundel County Police SWAT team.
Police!
A highly trained group of men and women who showed us what that evolution is teaching them about staying ready.
The mindset is it could be a terrorist event, it could be a multiple target event.
And according to Corporal John Zimmer, that changing face starts there. When teams of officers respond to active shooter situations, Zimmer says not only is time of the essence, but it is the literal cross-section where minutes translate to lives.
Significant changes were made after Columbine to the mindset of our response, but it continues to tweak itself.
Time has been an unfortunate teacher when it comes to lessons learned about responding to active shooter situations. In years past, first responders were trained to wait for tactical teams to respond so they could make entry. But the line of thinking is that waiting could mean the potential for mass casualties grows exponentially. Officers now are taught to get in and neutralize a threat immediately.
We actually have to train ourselves in our minds that we're going into a situation that we could potentially be killed.
For Corporal Stephen Almendez, that's new territory. He has spent 14 years as a patrol officer in Arundel, but a growing approach to active shooters being taught is known as ALERT. The advanced law enforcement rapid response training being taught to agencies and officers across the country focuses on stopping the killing and stopping the dying. That means Corporal Almendez is now expected to confront an active shooter, perhaps with little backup.
When we go out to execute our duties, or even off duty, we have to go with the mentality that this is going to happen and I have to be prepared.
When a husband and wife pair shot and killed 14 people at a holiday party in California this month, an officer who said he was nearby getting lunch responded to the scene after hearing it on his radio.
We have several down in the conference.
Again, a departure from past standards, and is credited with getting about 50 people out of the building while the terrorists were still inside.
Part of our training is to expose our officers to realism, stressful situations.
Corporal Zimmer, who is one of a handful of officers across the state certified to train other officers in the ALERT curriculum, says training takes place in empty schools and office buildings, places that unfortunately serve as an example of what they could actually see.
It's a continuing improvement. What can we do better after each of these incidents and staying one step ahead?
And because ALERT also focuses on stopping the dying, in some places it means even paramedics are armed.
I'll take a bullet before you do, that's for damn sure.
A new added danger to an already dangerous job, but it's part of that evolving face of policing that Corporal Almendez will tell you is exactly why he chose law enforcement in the first place.
It puts a tear to my eye. I have a wife and children. I don't want my children to grow up without a father, and I'll say this openly, I grew up without a father, and it's not a great thing, but I will not hesitate to execute the duties of police officer, even if it means my own life.
Now, the Arundel County Police Force was among the first in the state to be trained in the ALERT protocol. More than 70,000 officers have been trained on the ALERT technique nationwide. It has been adopted as the standard in 9 states, including Maryland. Jamie?